And everyone, welcome. It is Refuel Monday. I'm your host, Adam Bilbrey, also known as Fighting Squirrel. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is all for informational purposes only. Today's date is March 18th of the year 2024. And we're going to go ahead and do things a little differently this week. We're not going to start with a rocket race. We'll wait till after the RocketFi updates for the first race. Of course, the first race belongs to those who burnt 5 million RocketFi over the past week. There was quite a few that contributed burning. Some burnt even more than 5. I believe Heavy, he burnt 101 million. He was the leader for the week. But we're going to go ahead and go over some updates before we get into the thick of things. Of course, the current version of the DApp is v1.240.318.2a. There are a few changes if you want to go and look at those. Today, of course, Floaty Swap enhanced token selection view, wallet mode added dev build only. Now, that is only available for a few different wallets. One of mine, one of Shorty's, Will's, Ryan's, etc. Looking at the Floaty UI, it is coming to form now. So for the updates that we have regarding Ultra Blue, I know a lot of people have been anticipating Ultra Blue. The Gitbook and web page updates are in progress to provide a comprehensive insights and how-tos into the Ultra Blue's technology and functionality. The deployment and release of the Ultra tokens and DApp updates is scheduled for this week and next week, with activation and release planned for the end of next week. So Ultra Blue on its way. The Gitbook is about complete. I think Vic is finalizing some things on his end for the Gitbook and the website. That will be in the near future by the end of next week is what Shorty says. Floaty Swap, of course, we have been messing around with the UI for Floaty Swap. Looking good. A lot of things coming through that. The Floaty Play contract testing for the Floaty Play contract will begin soon. The UI development of the Floaty UI dev build has been released to the team for initial UX testing and review. A preview will be shared in an upcoming Refuel Monday, so we will be showing that in one of the next refuels. The Gitbook, the Floaty Swap Gitbook is currently underway. Now, with RocketFi, the Gitbook completion is nearing completion and is planned to be released this week. We are talking seriously about multi-chain expansion coming later this year. Our focus shifts to multi-chain after Floaty and Ultra Blues. Once those are all released, we will be going multi-chain. But we believe the future of crypto will be one of interoperable multi-chain synchronicity, not just limited to trades, but deeply integrated into how multi-chain reward ecosystems operate and earn. Now, the Ultra Blue set to be first product to go multi-chain. The Ultra token support will be expanded to other chains, which are currently being evaluated, possibly 3 or 4 to begin with. Not going to tell you which ones yet. We will discuss that later. The Ultra Bridge, which will be introduced this year to bridge Ultra tokens to each supported chain. So, with Floaty Swap, we'll go multi-chain soon after its initial release on Binance Smart Chain. So Floaty Swap will be going multi-chain before the Ultra Blues will so to speak. Now, the RocketFi reward packs, something big coming. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. Something big coming to the reward packs. Ultra Blue, Floaty, and Triflecta will all be going cross-chain. Soon you'll be able to earn rewards on all the new expanded chains simultaneously while holding RocketFi on our parent Binance Smart Chain. So what that means is holding on Binance Smart Chain will also earn you rewards on this chain, that chain, the other chain, and the other chain. So holding on any of the 4 chains will earn you rewards on all of the chains that we are listed on, or simultaneously. They will all be shared over the combination over all of the chains. So whatever your position on the Binance Smart Chain is will mirror over to the other chains that we expand to. So anybody that buys on, I'm just going to throw a chain out there, base chain, anybody that buys the RocketFi on base chain will also receive rewards on the Binance Smart Chain and the other chains as well. So just holding tokens on one chain will suffice to all chains. So everyone's going to need multi-chain wallets. That is coming soon. You'll be able, just mention that no bridging of tokens will be needed. We won't be doing a migration to other chains. We won't be moving LP around. The Ultra tokens will facilitate our cross-chain operability. So these other chains, they will technically be Ultra tokens, but they will be called RocketFi. Pretty big deal, we think. We don't feel like we necessarily have to go to, say, another chain, start an LP pair there, LP pair here, LP pair there. We don't need to go layer 0. We will be able to do everything in-house all on all chains. Earn any combination of rewards on each chain with reward packs on each chain powered by the Triflecta revenue sharing protocol via Ultra Blue and Floaty Swap. So when I say that, once we expand to the other chains, everyone who's on Binance chain and the other 4 chains that we go to, you will be able to go to that chain, set your reward profile for that chain. We're looking at a default probably in the native token of that chain, whether it be Matic. You'll earn Matic as the default. Possibly, we haven't really solidified on what we're going to be offering as the default for the other chains. We will possibly, more than likely, be changing the default reward for RocketFi on the Binance Smart Chain as well, but expect some Ultra Blue tokens to possibly be earned on these other chains as well as a default. Maybe, we don't know yet. We are still exploring options there, but real big deal. Earn on any chain that we offer on all at the same time, whether you're buying on the Binance Smart Chain, on the base chain, on the Matic chain, Crow, whatever's out there, whatever we're expanding to, Earn Chain. I don't know about Earn Chain, but haven't heard of that one, but maybe that could be in the future, like way down the road. But pretty big deal on that. Real excited about that. Of course, AUSD more than likely going to be in the thick of things with all of that expansion going on. So AUSD, of course, we'll have Will here in a moment to talk about AUSD, what's going on over there, what they got coming, etc. But as far as that, you will be able to earn on multiple chains all at the same time. You can earn other chains tokens from your Binance Smart Chain or your Binance Smart Chain. So if you got X amount of RocketFi on the Binance Smart Chain, but you want to dedicate it all to, let's just say, Matic Chain, you'll be able to choose Matic Chain tokens as your reward pack option from the Binance side, and vice versa, and so on and so on. The possibilities become kind of crazy at that point when you have multiple chain opportunities for earning your rewards. I hope everyone got that. I kind of went over that really fast. I'm going to put a bulleted announcement in the chat after Refuel about all that information so that everyone has a chance to read through that. Of course, the Get Book will have some of that stuff, not most of that, because the Get Book is primarily focused on the RocketFi Ultra Blue and Floaty Swap aspects currently, and all the burn, play, buy, play, etc. All of our utilities in the ecosystem currently. So a lot of big things coming with RocketFi in the not too distant future. Of course, Ultra Blue, Floaty Swap coming here relatively quickly. Now of course, I cannot show you this enhanced token selection view. That's dev build only. On the 16th, Floaty Swap set default token in, token out. This is all dev build only. This is all behind the scenes. But if you want, go in there, read through these just to kind of familiarize yourself with what's going on in the development of the D-app. A lot to unpack there, but we're going to go ahead and get started with our first race. Of course, Heavy was the top. We had some new ones in there, some stranger ones, but I'm seeing more and more smart codes. I'm liking that. Want to see more smart codes. Want to see more of those AI logos, or whatever you want to call them, profile pictures that you use to generate. Of course, you can look in the pinned messages. That is up, I would say, about 6 or 7 messages in the pin. I'm not sure on the exact spot where it's sitting, but if you haven't done that, go in, make yourself an AI animal, have a RocketFi logo in it, make sure your smart code is visible. We will be picking some out periodically. I know Shorty had mentioned doing another airdrop here soon, so we're looking for all those creative profile pics with the AI animal astronauts. If you want to include a floaty in there somehow, that might garner you some extra points when we go to pick these out. Of course, we're going to go ahead and get started here. We did not do a game of the week. I wanted to test and see. I intentionally did not put a game of the week up. Nobody said anything, so we're going to kind of lay off the game of the week for a little while. I think everybody kind of got their fill of that. So needless to say, we're going to go ahead and get started here with the first race, of course. This is going to be a surprise advantage. I'm giving the advantage to Heavy because he burnt the most tokens this past week. So Heavy will have the refuel advantage, the opportunity to take from the Rocket Race winners. So let's get set and let's go. Cucumbers are food, not pleasure. What? Oh, I see Elmo too. Wow. So I'm going to assume that Elmo2 is Affinity King. I've seen JCat had quite a few in there. But congrats, Elmo2. Of course, Heavy does have the opportunity to take your winnings away with his advantage. We'll find that out at the end of the refuel. So we're going to go ahead and move on. If you want to go ahead and put your smart codes in the chat now, I will get them added, to the list. But now we're going to give Will the opportunity to come up. And then after Will's done, I'm going to kind of browse through the D app, give some just token updates for RocketFi, and then we'll finalize with our races and so on. So, Will, are you here?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you loud and clear, bro. So,
Nice.
Most of us already know what AUSD is, but just kind of give us a broad general view of what AUSD is.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about AUSD last time I was on. So if you guys really want to go deeper into what AUSD is and how it works, feel free to look back into our last refuel. So today, I honestly want to go deeper into some milestones we have got to how the AUSD liquidity works, like talking about it deeper, and how the fees, right? The fees is something that we have not discussed with you guys yet. So let's dive deeper into that. But of course,
right.
if you have any questions or you want to know something specifically, feel free to interrupt me and let me know. So yeah, I mean, we all know AUSD is one of the first, if not the first, self-reflective stable coin. I'm pretty sure it's the first one that is a rewards token. I haven't seen it before. What I have seen before is stable coins that give you some rewards based on the amount of money you locked. They use that money and they invest that money, right, on other protocols and stuff like that. But that in my opinion, that's risky, right? You're giving your money to a group of people. They're gonna use that money, and you don't know where they are going to invest that money, right? And if they lose it, you're done, right? And what I have seen before is that from those trades that they make and those, maybe they stake it on another platform, stuff like that, they assure you you have your money there and they give you more dollars, right? But different from that is we have AUSD, right? And AUSD is 100%. The money you put in is 100% locked and secure, and no one can touch that, right? Starting from there, we are building some features, some utilities, right, that are going to create volume and are going to give you, and are already giving you rewards, right? But your initial money is there. No one is using it. It's locked inside the contract and it's secure. All right. So after that, after you lock your money, AUSD works as any other rewards token, right? Based on volume and your share, you receive your rewards. Yeah. Have any questions about that?
If you have any questions, you can type or you can come up and ask. But
yeah, definitely. I will love if this will be more like interactive as well. Not just me talking and giving a presentation. But if there are no questions, I can definitely continue. So so the first milestone we reach, so it could be seen as a small one, but it's very, very important. Is that AUSD reached $10,000 total value locked inside the contract. So what that means is that we have 10,000 USDC locked inside the contract. safe and secure. And we basically unlocked the power of auto yield and auto compounding to that USDC that is locked inside the contract. All right. So we consider this a small but very significant milestone as we work on future adaptation of AUSD within the DeFi world, considering that our long-term goals are much greater, right? And of course, we're very, very grateful for all the holders, liquidity providers, private liquidity providers that are using AUSD, and also the projects that are already using AUSD, right? So yeah, this support that AUSD has gotten has come organically from all our connections, right? Atron, RocketFi, and all adjacent projects, right? Since we have not done any marketing yet. So I'm very, very proud about that. I cannot imagine once people start finding out about this project and about this protocol through marketing, right? Because we have done zero marketing yet. So, so yeah, any questions about that one?
Man, I just got to say the AUSD thing, dude, it's like this thing's so big and it's just hidden right now.
Correct.
I see a lot of potential with AUSD. Personally, myself, you know, I've created a couple LP pairs myself for AUSD, and I believe I did XRP and BTC. So a lot there. That LP pairing is actually earning rewards too. So I don't have to just necessarily hold it in my wallet. I can lock it on PancakeSwap with any other token. And that just opens up a lot for me.
Yes. Yeah. And now that you mentioned that, let's go deeper into how the liquidity of AUSD works, right? Because it's not like any other token. This is private liquidity. This is a decentralized protocol that people are using. And you mentioned it. You are one of the liquidity providers we have found, right? So yeah. AUSD is a completely centralized stable token, meaning that is meant for everyone to use, right? The AUSD supply is minted when the users that will take advantage of this amazing token, all the amazing tokens, all the amazing things that this token has to offer, right? Once you lock a USDC, now AUSD is minted 1-1, right?
Yeah.
So in a similar way, the AUSD liquidity is provided by the users, as we mentioned. The user meaning can be holders, liquidity providers, or any other project, right? Just like Atron, and a few other projects are already interested in using AUSD for rewards and for their actual protocol. So all those users are the ones that are going to create liquidity pairs and allow AUSD to be traded, right? And of course, we encourage everyone to provide liquidity with AUSD, since providers will earn additional rewards due to the auto yielding characteristics of AUSD. Your AUSD that you have locked inside that PancakeSwap pair is still earning AUSD just as you have it on your wallet. So why wouldn't you give more utility to the AUSD that you have in your wallet if you can, right? But what I always mention is this should be looked as a long-term strategy, right? There are some fees that you need to pay. Every time you transfer AUSD, there's the transaction fee, right? The transfer fee. So you need to keep that in mind, right? Providing liquidity should be looked as a long-term strategy. But if you have it sitting in your wallet, why wouldn't you give more utility to it? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that liquidity that's provided on PancakeSwap is private, but it's different from any other project. Like, let's say, for example, Atron. Atron did a private sale, successful private sale, but that money is from the holders and is owned by the community, right? So that liquidity, once we deploy it and once we launch, is going to be locked for years, right? Because it's owned by the community. It's not owned by anyone. But the AUSD liquidity, don't be scared if you go to a DEX and you see that the liquidity is unlocked, because that's private money. That's people that are putting that there, and they can remove it anytime they want. But the important thing to understand is that AUSD is 100% backed by USDC. So even if there's zero money on any DEX, it doesn't mean you don't have exit liquidity. If you have, let's say, $100 AUSD, you can redeem that anytime for 100 USDC. All right. So the liquidity on the DEXs are essentially there to allow volume, to allow transactions, right, with AUSD. But if you have 100 AUSD and there's no money left on the liquidity pools, you don't need to worry, because you can redeem those 100 AUSD for 100 USDC at any time. All right. So so I wanted to note that about the AUSD liquidity, because a few people has asked me, why is this liquidity unlocked? Well, like I said, that's private money. Those are liquidity providers that are providing liquidity to allow AUSD to be traded. People can remove that liquidity whenever they want, right? But that doesn't mean if you have AUSD and people remove liquidity, you are screwed, right? It's not like any other token, because it's 100% backed by USDC. All right. Any questions about that?
So I got a question. I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So with the future optimizations of AUSD, say V2, V3, whatever, no token migration will be needed for those, correct?
What do you mean, USDC or AUSD?
AUSD.
Oh yeah, AUSD. We essentially created V2, AUSD V2, with a bunch of improvements, right? That we didn't have on V1, but we essentially did that in synchronized, right? They are synchronized. So if you have AUSD V1, you don't need to worry, because you're still earning AUSD V2. We encourage everyone, if you're still holding AUSD V1, or actually, if you have RocketFi subscribe to AUSD V1, we encourage you to switch to AUSD V2. But if you still have V1, you don't need to worry, but you have one token earning the other, because right now, AUSD V1 is going to give you AUSD V2. So now you're dealing with two contracts, might be confusing. So what we encourage everyone is to take your AUSD V1 and migrate it to AUSD V2. We have a guide, and I think most people have done it already. So I think migration was super successful. Most people already migrated to V2, so we shouldn't have a lot of issues there. So moving forward, it's just one contract. We're focusing on AUSD, but it's AUSD V2, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't think I heard you say it, but those people who do have an LP pair with AUSD and whatever token it is, they also do receive those trading fees from PancakeSwap or Baby Doge or wherever they got that liquidity pair sourced at.
Yeah, but you mean V2, right?
Yes.
We're talking about AUSD. Yes. If you're a project, your LP is going to earn more LP pairs, which is how the DEX pay you. The DEX pay you with, let's say you are a provider in PancakeSwap. They give you LP pair cake tokens. And as more volume comes in, you're going to earn more of those, which is the actual pair, right? So at the end of the day, if you see you have more cake tokens, more LP cake tokens, is because you earn additional tokens through the PancakeSwap tax. Also, that AUSD inside those LP pairs is going to grow. It's going to be counted as a holder through liquidity inflection, right? So let's say you started with $100 worth of AUSD and $100 worth of, let's say, reflector, right? That's what you provided on PancakeSwap. No one has used your pair to buy or sell. But then next thing you know, you have 105 AUSD and the same amount of reflector on that pool. Well, that's because your portion inside that pool earned more AUSD automatically based on volume.
Yep. And that's part of the inflection strategy.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's
if you have
one of the features.
If you have RocketFi and AUSD paired together, you actually earn inflection on both sides of that equation.
Well, that's an announcement we have planned, but we can talk about it now if you want. That's called dual liquidity inflection. That's actually the next level of liquidity pools. That's actually when both assets actually help increase the tokens and the underlying assets inside the LP pool. So yeah, yeah, it caught me off guard there, but yeah, that's the next level of liquidity pools we're bringing to the DeFi world.
Yeah. So, if y'all would just look at the screen there, those are the current, I guess that's all of them. Is that all of them, or do you know all the LP pairs?
Wow, that's a big list. Yes, I think that's all of them. We have XRP, Cardano, BTC, Doge, Solana, Cake. We do have RocketFi. That's
that's like the biggest percentage. Yeah.
Yes, and that one, it's earning in that specific LP pool. It's a dual liquidity inflection pool, which we talk about, and that pool is earning. If you provide to that pool, you're earning triple rewards. If you're a liquidity provider of that pool, your RocketFi inside that LP is gonna earn AUSD. It's gonna give you AUSD. AUSD is gonna give you AUSD, and PancakeSwap is gonna pay you for every trade on that pair. So it's triple rewards. It is crazy. It is crazy, but that's what we do, right?
Right.
Then then we have the reflector token out of BTC. We have the man token. Those are projects are also integrating and have chosen AUSD for their stable liquidity, and they are already seeing some rewards, right, on those pairs. So actually they don't need volume with within their pair, because like I said, due to liquidity inflection, their pair is earning AUSD, which means their price is increasing automatically just by using AUSD, right? Instead of using let's say USDC or BUSD or any other stable for their project.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about our multi-liquidity strategy a little bit, right? Why are we doing this? Why do we have so many pools? So our liquidity is already thriving, right? Our strategy is already thriving since most of our volume is coming from arbitrage opportunity that the market presents. We have successfully found liquidity providers like you, Adam, that have paired AUSD with most of the top 10 cryptos in the world. In addition, many projects, as you can see, like RocketFi, Reflector, AutoBTC, Demand Token, they have integrated and are using AUSD for the project's stable liquidity, right? We do have many other projects that are in the works. They are going to integrate AUSD into their liquidity portfolio, and they should come out very soon, right? But why are we doing this, right? Why? And we're doing this to create arbitrage, right? AUSD is called AUSD because it's the arbitrage stable coin, right? But what is arbitrage? Well, arbitrage occurs when an asset is purchased in one market and is simultaneously sold on another market with a higher price, right? You can look at it's essentially that two pools are two markets, right? One is the BTC market, for example, and the other one is the BNB market. They have different prices. What you see in CoinMarketCap, for example, is the average of those, of all the liquidity pools, of all the markets. But all of them, all the individual liquidity pools have a different price, right? So, Adam, I sent you a link. I'm not sure if you can open it. I can send it to you again, but let's look at a specific transaction if we can. And let me know if you can open it. Okay, so what we have here is the AUSD Dogecoin pair, for example. And you can see the price is right now is $1.05, right? And what we want you to see here is if you scroll down, scroll down, you can see all those transactions, right? All those transactions are only done on the Doge AUSD pool. But what I want you to do is to scroll to the right. And
scroll
this is
to the right.
Scroll to the right. Anyone can look at this, all right? Do you see that yellow symbol? That yellow symbol, that means that an arbitrage bot, or actually a smart contract, created this transaction, all right? Like I said, we have not done any marketing, right? So where are these transactions coming from? All this volume and all these rewards that I am earning, where are these coming from, right? They're coming from our multi-liquidity strategy, all right? And let's look deeper. Can you go to the first one? Because that's the one that I looked at. Go to the first one here. And yes, open that blue arrows, the blue arrows. Yes, let's look at that. That text tool scan. It will tell you specifically what happened with that transaction. All right, so this was, like I said, this was created by a bot. The bot came from ApeSwap. He had BNB and he bought Dogecoin on ApeSwap. And he started with $10.25, right? $10.25. Keep scrolling down. Those are the AUSD fees. Now, what he did with the Dogecoin, he bought AUSD. Now he has 1019, right? And then that same amount of AUSD minus the tax, he sold it on the Solana pool, which I'm 100% sure had a higher price than the Dogecoin pool. And he sold that Solana and he ended up with 1068, right? From 1025 to 1068, that bot made like 47 cents, 40 something, right? 40 something cents, right? So why the bot is going to do that, all that work for just 40 cents? Well, it's not work because it's already coded And he does that every time with every pull on PancakeSwap, and they are making thousands of dollars. So they don't care if they made 40 cents or $40 on any trade. As long as there's profit, they're going to do this. But guess what? AUSD had $20 of volume, tax volume. From those $20, part of those are going to the holders, which is exactly what we need. It's exactly what we want. We want automatic volume. I call it organic volume, maybe not the correct word, but it's exactly how we design the project to work, and it's working like a charm. All right. So that's the multi-liquidity strategy that I have been preaching for some time, like a few years now. And it's a big part of why I created my own project, right? It's because of this. No one is doing it. Why no one is doing it? Well, we can talk about that later, but essentially it's due to the pump and dumps, right? A project, they only have one LP, one big LP. Why? Because it's the easiest way to get in and get out. Actually, it's the easiest way to rug pull. If you want to rug pull a project, you have everything in just one place. Boom, you steal it. That's why most of the projects that are pump and dumps, they have just one liquidity pool. That's what they want. If you spread that out to multiple dexes, multiple places, right, it's harder to rug pull, right? It's harder to just sell, because if you have multiple liquidity pools and you want to sell, you have to do it in multiple transactions, probably, right? But that's the logic behind it, and it has been adapted like that across the entire DeFi world, because I mean, most of the people that started this business, they were rug pulls, right? That's what they wanted. They didn't believe in rewards or anything like that, right? But we want to change that mind. RocketFi, Atron, our projects, we want to change that mindset, right? So yeah, that's essentially our multi-liquidity strategy as well. Yeah, to finalize this thought, our transactions, you can see we're dealing with $10, right? I mean, that's not a lot. That's because as right now, the private liquidity that we have found is where we are, right? We have around $500 on each LP pair, right? Something like that. And that's not enough to make big transactions because of slippage, right? But as we keep growing and as we keep expanding, we expect to find more liquidity providers to have bigger LPs. And with bigger LPs, well, that brings bigger transactions, bigger arbitrage transactions, and that means bigger rewards for holders. So yes, we are just getting started, but we wanted to build a core. We wanted to make sure it's working, and it's working like a charm. So from here, we're just getting started. All right.
I just want to mention that there is some arbitrage opportunities present currently. I just noticed with these four charts next to you got, if you used Cardano to buy AUSD at $1.08, you could sell it on the RocketFi side for $1.24. That's a pretty big.
Yeah, and I wanna mention that this is very important, because this is what floating swap is going to unlock as well. Maybe those arbitrage bots, they're not looking at the RocketFi pool. Well, they are missing out, but floating swap is going to unlock this entire beast that we are building with Ultra Blue, AUSD, and floating swap. Once that's out, we are going to look into all these opportunities, right? Including coming from USDC, right? USDC is $1, right? Yeah. The arbitrage bots, they don't know that AUSD can be minted at $1 to sell on these. I believe we're going to work with floating swap to make that happen, right? And that's going to unlock this entire thing. That's why Ultra Blue. Also, we're going to pair AUSD with Ultra Blue. So just imagine once floaty swap is out, we're going to unlock this beast. So right now we're piloting the technology where we know it works, right? So just hanging there because what's coming is crazy.
Yeah. This AUSD thing is going to be pretty big, man. I can see it.
Yeah. All right. So that's about liquidity. All right. Yeah, let's talk about taxes really quickly. Can you open our website? I think I sent it to you.
Oh, you sent it
If
to
not,
me?
I can send it again. No. Let me send it to you.
All right.
Really quickly.
I'm just going to agree.
All right. If you can scroll down to the tax area.
Tax allocation. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's focus on the AUSD tax. So right now, AUSD has 2% tax, right? Buy, sell, transfer. Every transaction, even minting and burning, meaning converting USDC into AUSD or withdrawing, right? Like you have 100 AUSD, you want your USDC back. That has a 2% tax. Right. One of the big implementations we did with the new AUSD is that we can now separate transfer tax inside the AUSD ecosystem, but have minting and burning at 0%, which is something really cool, or vice versa, right? So, but yeah, so we have a 2% total tax. So the AUSD rewards are 1%. Inside that 1%, we have two types of taxes. We have the local or the native rewards, and we implemented a cross reward. Right now we're only live on Binance Smart Chain, right? So we have that at 0. So the entire 1% is going to holders right now. But as you mentioned, Adam, we are prepared already for what's coming, which is cross-chain, right? So 1% of the AUSD rewards are going to 1% of the tax is going for rewards, right? All right. So let's talk about the liquidity expansion. Of course, right now we are talking to private liquidity providers, explaining them how good AUSD is, right? But the contract has a solution for it as well. And as we build tax, as we build volume and arbitrage and volume, we're going to collect a liquidity expansion, which is going to be used, of course, to keep expanding AUSD. That liquidity that we're going to collect, that one is going to be locked, right? And we are already looking at using the first portion of that money that has been collected for, well, I'm not sure if I can mention the asset, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be Shiba. It's gonna be Shiba. So the first liquidity expansion coming from the taxes, it's probably gonna be Shiba, and we're going to lock it, right? Everything that comes from the tax is going to be locked, right? Of course, if additional money is put into that LP from private, that's not gonna be locked, like I explained. But yeah, that's what the liquidity expansion tax is, right? We have the buyback. Well, this one is very, very interesting. because I want to make things worth it for the projects that are providing liquidity. So what we're thinking is we are going to set an amount, right? And any project that provides AUSD liquidity and reach that amount, we're going to buy back those projects. For example, let's say Atron, or let's say Atron and RocketFi, for example, are already on that category, right? Well, all the money collected for that fee is going to be used to buy back those projects. So Atron and AUSD and RocketFi are going to get a buy from the AUSD volume. All right. The team fee, of course, we're planning on expanding our core team, and like you mentioned, Adam, I see this thing going bananas, going crazy once people find out. And once people find out, we're gonna need hands, and this team fee is gonna feed that, right? You can look at it as a corporation, as a company, or whatever you want to look at it. But this team fee is gonna be used to pay, of course, our employees and the people involved in developing and maintaining AUSD. And finally, which is one of the ones that I'm most hyped about, is the Ultra fee, right? This Ultra fee is going to feed directly into Ultra Blue, Triflecta, and RocketFi. And actually, I cannot say much about it yet. But imagine every transaction of AUSD fueling the Ultra Blue, Triflecta, RocketFi ecosystem. That's the final fee we have. So I wanted to go through this because last time, I mean, there's so much to unpack with AUSD, and last time I didn't have time to talk about that. So I wanted to do it now, and I'll probably need a third update to keep talking, but I'm gonna stop right now. It's almost almost 5 p.m. So I'm gonna stop.
Oh, you're fine.
And I'm going to allow people to ask questions. And yeah, that's all I have for today. That's all I have planned for today. So if people have questions, we can go.
Just in general, this AUSD is a decentralized token. You got to think of it as if it was USDC or BUSD. It's decentralized.
Correct. We're actually the competition, but we are a representation of USDC. That makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we want to encourage people to use it as they use BUSD, USDC, USDT.
Correct. So any questions for Will before we get on to the races and some token info about RocketFi? Any questions at all? See Felicia typing. What you got, Felicia?
I just have a question about the liquidity farms on Pancake Swap. Are they public yet, or are they still in development?
They are public and they are private. Like I said, AUSD is this fully decentralized stablecoin. Anyone can use it. So the liquidity that's already on PancakeSwap is completely public, but it's owned by the users. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. So it's not a separate farm, like say ETH and Pancake, or you know what I'm trying to say? It's not a separate farm that's set up. It's part of actually holding AUSD.
Yeah, it's just like having LP. I mean, anybody can buy AUSD and whatever, like say for instance, RocketFi. They can buy AUSD, they can buy RocketFi, and they can, I guess you don't really call it staking, but you can provide LP to PancakeSwap or Baby Doge or Ape Swap. Any individual out there can do it. Like that's currently in operation on PancakeSwap, Baby Doge. That's how PancakeSwap provides LP. A lot of private or projects provide LP on PancakeSwap because PancakeSwap doesn't actually provide the LP for all the projects that are out there. Each project has to provide their own LP on PancakeSwap. It's just decentralized so anybody can do it.
Correct. And AUSD is the same way, right? In that same way, it's decentralized. Anyone can use it, right? If you're a liquidity provider and you provide liquidity for BTC, let's say BUSD on PancakeSwap, yes, you are earning on the volume of that LP. What we are bringing to the table is why are you going to use BUSD or USDC to provide liquidity if there's something better? Now we introduce AUSD to you, and you should use, right? And we encourage you to use AUSD instead of any other stable to provide liquidity to the DEX.
I understand. So it's more through the transactions than just like a stable farm. I use Pancake a lot. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out how to participate.
Oh, you're talking about the farms like that have where you stake your LP tokens. Now this is just providing LP into PancakeSwap. You'll not only will you earn the fees from the trades on PancakeSwap in that LP, but you'll also earn from all of the volume that goes on through the inflection protocols in place.
I got you.
Okay.
It does. Okay. So use AUSD to buy RocketFi, say, and then that will contribute to the liquidity of both.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That will actually contribute to everyone else holding AUSD, including all the LPs and all the holders. Every transaction helps the entire ecosystem.
It kind of just encompasses everything instead of just that LP pair. Because currently, even with the RocketFi LP pairing with BNB, well, not RocketFi. I can't use RocketFi because we have liquidity inflection. But say, for instance, what's one? Affinity. So Affinity has a pair with BNB and PancakeSwap. That only earns from those trades in that liquidity pair on PancakeSwap, whereas AUSD will earn from all trades regardless of which pair it's in and where it takes place. Every pair is going to benefit from that transaction. So everybody benefits and you benefit everyone else at the same time. I kind of confused myself there. But good question, Felicia. I'm going to give you another rocket.
Yay.
It's Uhuru.
Uhuru. Uhuru. Yeah, think like Uhura, and then just kind of change it to a U at the end.
Uhuru storm.
There you go.
All right. I've been saying it. I've been trying to get it right. Is there a video how to create liquidity? Do you have a video for creating liquidity, Will?
I don't, but I'm pretty sure they have to have some generic liquidity videos out there, and it's exactly the same process. You go to PancakeSwap, you go to liquidity, and you need to use V2. Right? That's very important because V3 is for tokens that doesn't have a tax, but AUSD is taxed. So you need to use V2 on PancakeSwap. And the process is very, very similar to providing liquidity to any other pair. So you need to have 50-50 of both assets, and that's it. You can provide liquidity. Just remember to use V2. So you can actually use any video explaining how to provide liquidity on package swap, which I'm pretty sure there is one. And
I'll tell you
I guess
what,
the
I'm
first
going
step.
to create a video for
There
that.
you go. Nice. But should be very straightforward. The first thing you need to do is mint 50% of what you want to provide to AUSD, right? So just send BNB to the contract. We'll give you AUSD. Now that you have 50-50, let's say you want to do 200 total. You need $100 AUSD and $100 RocketFi, right? Now that you have 50-50, you have 100 and 100, you go to pancake swap. You choose liquidity, provide, and you choose V2. Make sure you choose V2, and you select both assets, and you provide liquidity. Pretty simple.
Yeah. But I will definitely work on a video for that.
That'll
For
be awesome.
everyone here. Any other questions? I like the little girl face. That little gift. Thanks for explanation, but yes, a video would be awesome. All right, definitely we'll be working on a video for creating LP pairs. Everyone needs to learn that. You become the bank when you do that. Basically, you put your money up there for people to trade back and forth with. This video for a 6-year-old. All right, I'll try. Any other questions? All right. Well, Will, you going to stick around?
Yeah, I'll be here. So if there's additional questions, just let me know. But yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you guys again. And yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know.
Yeah.
And Atron is coming. Atron is coming.
Atron is coming.
Atron's coming very soon.
Is that private sale going on, or is it?
No, that's done. That's done.
Private sale's
We're
done.
just doing the final details. It took us tedious testing, but very, very important testing took us into this week. But hopefully we're gonna have that knocked down this week. And I'm hoping, I'm not sure if I can say, but I'm hoping to launch next week, but we'll see. I'll have a final date. Once I have a final date, I'm going to ramp up information. So a week before Atron launch is gonna be learning week, right? I'm gonna post a bunch of stuff every day explaining how the ecosystem works, and we should start some marketing and right, some hype around it, and then we will finally be able to launch on BSC. After that, well, our mojo is expansion. So that's all we're gonna do. Expansion, liquidity expansion.
Expand.
That's our mojo. That's our title. So yeah, that's coming.
Will's been working on this concept for quite a while. I've been hanging out with them ever since. What was it? What was the first one? Titan Iron.
Oh Lord, that's like V0.
Yeah,
that was 2021, right? 2022. No, that was April 2022. So yeah, 2 years of this project coming up in April 2024. So, pretty cool. Yeah, but it evolved into the multi-token universe, which is exactly it's exactly what Atron's gonna do. But what I was doing was I had a different token for each LP. Imagine having 30 contract addresses. I mean, it was crazy. So we just and Shorty was one of the first people that told me, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this guy. He just told me, hey, what? I mean, and I appreciated that. I appreciated that, and from that came Atron, right? And now Atron is gonna consolidate all that multi-liquidity strategy that he had for the multi-token. Now it's all gonna be combined in one token, and we're already seeing the impact of it with AUSD. So yeah, Atron is gonna have something similar, and it's gonna be crazy once people find out what we're doing. So that should come this month. So yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Oh, no problem, Will. It's always a pleasure to have you in on Refuel. If anyone has a question for Will, you can post it at any time. We're going to go ahead and do the race for some AUSD. Is there an amount that you're going to do, Will?
Yeah, we can do similar to what we did last time. Was it 20 AUSD?
$20, 20 or 25? It's up to you.
Let's do 25.
All right. So this race will be for 25 AUSD, and the winner must be present in the refuel. Of course, Heavy does have an opportunity to take it from you, but we're going to go ahead and get set, and let's go. Those rockets are moving slow. J. Cadwall. J. Cad 12, are you in the house? That's one of our winningest members.
I don't know. I think Elmo's got me pretty much on that one.
You're one of the winningest. I think Elmo is the top dog, but you do win a lot. Jay Cadwall, congratulations. Of course, Heavy will have the
got stolen.
Well, hopefully it doesn't happen to you this time, but we'll see. Only one over $1 billion RocketFi. Yeah, just rub it in there. Why don't you, Affinity King? All right. So for Rocket, I'm just going to give a token update. Of course, I need to take this radar off the end here, or I could have just tapped over, but I'm just going to do it this way. All right. So for RocketFi, the token now, I know the supplies went down. We are sitting at 702.58 billion, getting really close to that 30% burnt. Of course, the liquidity backing sitting at 77.1%, getting close to that liquid dynamics cutting in, but we'll see when that happens. Of course, the buy and sell are 6 and 9. The token price is sitting at 7,545. The markets this past week kind of leveling up. BTC went over 70, gave us a new all-time high. Glad to see that. I know it ain't going to stop there, but it's just got to culminate, calm down, cool off, let it flatten out, and then we'll see another pop, hopefully in the near future. Really bullish on crypto right now. You got a lot of ETFs just spurred up. I believe, I don't know how many there is. I want to say there's somewhere around 10 ETFs. I know the Ethereum ETFs are being discussed, but, you know, there's a legal battle with the SEC that we always have to deal with, those pesky guys there. But that is what it is. The total circulating rocket fuel is now at 258.66 billion. There is a pay it forward available for anyone wanting to capitalize on that and earn a ×2 multiplier. Of course, the burn play now sitting at 419.37 million. That's worth roughly 316.43 USD. All that requires of that is sending 1 million tokens to there. Of course, 500,000 of that burnt forever, and then the other 500,000 tokens distributed amongst all those rocket fuel holders. The swap play is now at 1.23 billion. It's almost $1,000 worth of RocketFi. That is getting crazy. Of course, we did drop that down to a minimum buy of 25 million RocketFi. Has a chance to win that. Of course, with the 2x multiplier, it does double your chances for winning that. Excuse me. And that is it for the RocketFi update. So we're going to go ahead and get this last race underway. Let me pull up my race timer. Is everyone ready? That's why I hate Elmo. All right. Well, let's go. Oh, he's gonna make me say it. Indice, I need to pee. Are you in the house? Is Indice here? Oh, he's typing yes. Congrats on the I need to pee smart code there. Let me write this down. I need to pee. All right. So now it's Heavy's turn to try to take away from these race winners. So we're going to take this list. Of course, this did not like this smart code, just so you know. But I'm going to go ahead and retype it in there so I can copy this over. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I do. I'm going to show you what I do. So I will go here to the Refuel D app. Of course, this is where you would go to claim any rewards from Refuel Mondays. I come here to the distribute. I pop this in here, paste it in there, and it automatically takes out all the duplicates and everything. Of course, I didn't select a token. Omitted entries, invalid auto BTC. Does that have a period on it? No. Auto B. Who put auto BTC? That was Blue Chip, I believe. Is that your? Did you create that smart code?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, just for future reference. Here, let me close that out. I don't know. It's telling me something. All right. So if you want to create a smart code, you'll come over here to the RocketFi page. And, of course, this little subsection says codes here. You'll have a prompt to create your smart code. And you can create Auto BTC as your smart code. And, of course, there is a gas fee on this because it is written onto the blockchain. But everyone who is in attendance receives a portion of the Refuel rewards for attending. So that is one way to earn with RocketFi. That doesn't require a whole lot. Just coming to a Refuel Monday, tuning in, throwing your smart code up, and popping that in there. Of course, you would claim those rewards right here where it says pending rewards for whoever's wallet it is. Of course, this is for the demo wallet. This doesn't attend any refuels. I did one just to give it a number. But that's what I do there. I just take that code. Of course, I don't use this wallet to do it in. I have to send this to myself. Just wanted to kind of go over that and show everybody how that fits into the equation. All right. And I got those copied over. And let's go back to, I got too many windows open up here. All right. So we got Heavy taking on Elmo 2 first for 25 million RocketFi up for grabs. Let's get set and let's go. They move so much smoother when there's only 2 of them. Uh-oh. Looks like MO2 is going to hang on here. Yep. And congratulations, Elmo2, for winning 25 million RocketFi. But we're not done there. We still got 2 more competitors. J. Cadwell, here we go. Of course, this is for 25 AUSD. Let's get set. Let's go. Pork chop. Wow. Congrats, JCAD. Of course, Will, I'll let you decide how you want to send that to JCAD12, whether it be his smart code or through just his wallet address. I'm going to go ahead and tag him for you.
That sounds good. I'll get in contact with him.
All right. Well, I just tagged you on him. So that's who y'all need to discuss with on that. Of course, congrats, JCAD, for keeping that 25 AUSD. Sorry, Heavy. Are you going to steal from anybody? We're fixing to find out. It's going to be I need to pee. Silly smart codes. Oh, all right. We're set. Let's go. Uh-oh. Heavy's dropping back. Oh, here he comes. And it's Heavy stealing one with the advantage. Sorry, NSC, but Heavy takes it for the win. Of course, that's for 25 million RocketFi. Congrats, Heavy Duty. Congrats on being the #1 burner this past week. Much deserved there. So for next week, we're going to do just a little quick vote real quick. Do we want to do another burn for, or do we want to do the demo smart code buy? Just a quick vote. If you want to do burn, give me fire emojis. If you want to do buy, just say buy or use a cash sign, whatever you want to do. Let's see, buy, poo, buy, burn, burn, fire. I'm going to close it in about 10 seconds. And there we go. All right. Let me see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that's a buy. 9. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to omit duplicates. Buy is going to get it. So for this coming week, what will be required will be purchasing 0.05 BNB of RocketFi using the demo smart code as your referral code. So for those that don't know what that means, you go to the RocketFi D app, go to the swap page, and you'll type in demo, and you'll buy 0.05 BNB worth. Wow, that's hot. Well, I forgot. Everything's went up. We're going to drop that down. We're going to make it a 0.02. Yep, $10 buy. So 0.02 BNB buy using the demo smart code enters you for that first rocket race. And of course, you get to keep those rockets throughout the rest of the races for the duration of next refuel. Of course, we will have DFS Mafia will be here next Monday for our next refuel. So please tune in. Hear about DFS Mafia. We haven't heard from the guys in a little while, but Robbie and Dan are going to come over, discuss what they got going on with DFS Mafia. They got a lot of things going on with their fantasy sports, gaming, platform they got going on there. We're going to have them in the house. So be sure to attend. Of course, it will be the same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday. And I will post. Nope, not doing a game of the week. Not doing a game. We're going to lay off the game of the weeks for a while. So make sure to get your little 0.02 BNB buy in the demo smart code for your chance next week. Of course, remember, I will be posting some bullet points on that update I gave at the beginning. So stay tuned, and glad to have you here, Will. Thank you for coming in. Thank all you for showing up for Refuel Monday. Of course, I will be pushing out those rewards today. So that's all I have. All right. Well, thank y'all, and God bless you all.